Welcome to Infinite Universe with interesting episode. The Simpsons is one of the most popular animated shows in the world, and over the years, people have noticed something strange about it. Many events shown in the show, which were once just funny or crazy ideas, have somehow ended up happening in real life. Because of this, some people believe that the show can predict the future. One of the most talked about predictions recently is about the Astroworld Music Festival and a cartoon image of Springfield residents standing next to what looks like a statue of rapper Travis Scott. This has made people wonder, could a cartoon really see into the future? The show has already been strangely accurate about many things. It predicted things like a global virus outbreak, major election results, and even the rise of certain technologies. But some predictions from the show seem even more shocking and might be coming true soon. One of the main episodes that got people talking shows some wild ideas that are now closer to becoming reality than ever before. Some of these ideas include microchips in people's brains, a possible conflict between the United States and China, and other serious situations that were once considered jokes. Let's take a deeper look into these predictions and understand how The Simpsons managed to be so close to reality with things that once seemed impossible or funny. One of the biggest dreams that humans have had for years is the idea of moving to another planet. Among all the planets, Mars is the one that most people talk about. It's not too far from Earth, and scientists believe it could be a place where people might live in the future. The Simpsons also showed this idea in one of their episodes. In the episode, Lisa Simpson decides to join a mission to Mars. This isn't just any mission, it's a one-way trip. That means whoever goes won't be coming back to Earth. Lisa's mother, Marge, becomes very worried about this decision. She doesn't want her daughter to go so far away and never return. Because of this, the whole family ends up signing up for the mission to try and stop Lisa from going alone. The mission in the episode is about building a place where people can live on Mars. They want to do this before the year 2026. But, as with many things in The Simpsons, things don't go smoothly. The mission fails at first, but later on, Lisa and Marge finally make it to Mars. The funny part is that by the time they get there, it's already the year 2051. And just when you think that's the end of it, Lisa surprises everyone again by saying she now wants to move to Venus. Back in the real world, billionaire Elon Musk has big plans for Mars too. Through his company SpaceX, he wants to build an actual city on Mars. And he's not just dreaming, he's actively working on it. Musk hopes to send people to Mars and build a city with around 1 million people living there by the year 2050. To make this happen, SpaceX announced that they are planning to send their first robot spacecraft to Mars in 2026. They are using a special time when Earth and Mars are close together, which only happens every couple of years. This could be the start of something big and shows how close we are to making science fiction real. Another big idea shown in The Simpsons is about cars that run on sunlight. In a world where fuel prices are high and pollution is a big problem, a solar-powered car sounds like a perfect solution. In one of the episodes called Paths to Glory, Lisa builds a car that works only with solar power. That means it doesn't use any fuel or electricity, it gets all its energy from the sun. She joins a special race called the Alternative Energy Derby to show how great her invention is. At first, the car performs very well and quickly gets ahead of the others. The crowd is excited, and it looks like Lisa might win. But then something unexpected happens. A giant balloon appears in the sky and blocks the sun. Because the car depends completely on sunlight, it loses power and stops just before the finish line. The crowd starts laughing, and her idea doesn't get the respect it deserves. Even though it was just a cartoon, the idea of solar-powered cars is slowly becoming more real. Today, we don't see many of these cars on the road, but companies are working on them. One company named Aptera plans to release its own solar-powered cars in 2026. Their car is designed to travel up to 400 miles on a full charge, and it can even go about 40 miles a day just from sunlight. This shows that what seemed like a funny cartoon idea could soon become a part of everyday life. Now let's talk about something that might seem scary to some people, artificial intelligence, or AI. The idea of machines becoming smarter than humans and taking over is something we've seen in many science fiction movies. But The Simpsons showed something similar a long time ago. In one of their episodes, They showed how robots and AI systems could start taking over human jobs. That idea is already happening today. More and more companies are using AI to do work that used to be done by people. This helps them save money and work faster. But experts are starting to worry. If we depend too much on AI and stop checking how it's being used, things could go wrong. There was even a case where Google's chatbot, called Gemini, said that humans are not special and even called them a waste of resources. Some people thought it was just a mistake, but others saw it as a warning about how fast AI is changing. Back in season 6 of The Simpsons, in an episode called Itchy and Scratchy Land, robots at a theme park start to malfunction. At first, they are friendly and meant to entertain people. But after a camera flash, one robot breaks down. That problem spreads, and soon the robots begin attacking people. While we're not at that point in real life, people are worried that if AI becomes too advanced and is combined with weapons, it could become dangerous. This prediction reminds us that while AI can be helpful, we need to be very careful with how we use it. Another serious issue shown in The Simpsons is about the environment. In the 2007 movie, Homer adopts a pig, which he calls Plopper or Spider Pig. At first, everything seems fine. But then Homer starts dumping the pig's waste into a lake, even though Marge tells him not to. He doesn't want to miss out on free donuts, so he ignores her warning. As a result, the lake becomes toxic. It becomes so dangerous that the entire town of Springfield has to be sealed off under a giant glass dome. People panic, and the town's life comes to a stop. While this is clearly an exaggeration, it does show what can happen if people keep ignoring pollution. In real life, environmental experts are already warning us that things are getting worse. The United Nations released a report saying the world is in serious trouble because of pollution, climate change, and destruction of nature. If we don't act quickly, the damage might become permanent. If we continue using resources the way we do now, we might face major problems by 2026. The Simpsons story might have been meant to make people laugh, but its message about taking care of our planet is very serious. Now, here's one of the strangest predictions of all. In an old episode from 1997, The Simpsons showed a soccer match between Mexico and Portugal. It didn't seem like a big deal at the time, just a quick scene where the family is watching TV and a commercial pops up, calling it the most important soccer game ever. But many years later, during the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Mexico and Portugal were two strong teams that could have ended up in the final. Although that didn't happen, the fact that the show chose those two countries so many years ago still surprised fans. This kind of moment shows why people keep watching The Simpsons for predictions. It's not just about the jokes, it's about how the show sometimes comes very close to what actually happens in the world. Whether it's technology, politics, sports, or the environment, The Simpsons seems to have a strange ability to reflect real-life events before they happen. Even though it's just a cartoon, the show has made people think deeply about where our world is headed. Are these predictions just lucky guesses, or is there something more going on? Maybe the writers are just really good at noticing patterns and imagining what might happen next. Or maybe, in some strange way, art really can imitate life before life even happens. Whatever the reason, The Simpsons continues to be a show that not only entertains but also sparks conversations about our future. It reminds us that the line between fiction and reality can sometimes be thinner than we think. Whether it's about Mars, solar-powered cars, AI, pollution, or even a soccer match, the show has become more than just funny, it has become a strange mirror of the world we live in. Control the temperature in your home even when you're not there. Smart lights can turn on or off by voice command or automatically based on time of day, and smart speakers like Amazon Echo or Google Home respond to questions and manage your daily schedule. These systems are already doing many of the tasks shown in the Simpsons episode, and they're only getting more advanced. Companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, and Samsung are investing heavily in smart home technology. By 2026, homes might be even more connected, with AI assistants that understand your habits and adjust everything from your lighting to your grocery orders. Some experts believe that soon, your entire home could become a learning system, adjusting itself to your mood, schedule, or even health conditions without being asked. Security and privacy are the biggest concerns right now. If everything in your house is connected, Hackers could try to access your home through your thermostat or smart fridge. That's why companies are also working on stronger protections. Despite these concerns, the market for smart home devices is expected to reach over $200 billion by 2026. The Simpsons may have made the idea seem silly or even a little scary, but it's becoming more realistic every year. The question now is, will these homes make life easier or make people too dependent on machines? In one episode of The Simpsons, the school uses robot teachers to replace the human ones. Bart doesn't take the change seriously until he realizes the robot knows everything and doesn't tolerate bad behavior. At first, it seems like a joke. But today, artificial intelligence is beginning to play a serious role in education. In real classrooms, AI tutors are already being used to help students with reading, math, and even learning new languages. These systems are smart enough to track a student's progress and adjust the lessons based on how well they're doing. Some tools, like ChatGPT and other AI assistants, are already being used by students to explain complex topics in simpler terms. By 2026, schools around the world might rely even more on AI tools, not just to teach, but to grade tests, prepare lessons, and even handle class discipline. There are even robotic assistants in some classrooms in Japan and South Korea, helping kids learn English or math. These robots might not look like the ones in the cartoon, but they're already here in a way that feels familiar to Simpsons fans. Of course, this shift raises some concerns. Can a robot really replace a human teacher's care and understanding? What happens to jobs in education if AI becomes too common? Some experts say that AI should be a tool, not a replacement, that it should help teachers, not replace them. But the fact that The Simpsons thought of this idea long ago is just another example of how the show keeps getting ahead of the curve. In another wild episode of The Simpsons, Lisa joins a mission to colonize Mars. The idea seems crazy and far off, but now even real companies are talking seriously about it. Elon Musk's SpaceX has said they want to send people to Mars in the 2030s, and other space agencies like NASA are planning long-term missions that could lead to the first human landing on the Red Planet. By 2026, several test flights to Mars could already be planned or in motion. SpaceX has already tested their massive Starship rocket, which Musk says will eventually carry people to Mars. Scientists are studying how to grow food, recycle water, and create shelter in space, all things that were joked about in The Simpsons. In the episode, Lisa realizes that Mars may not be the paradise she hoped for. That message hits hard now, as experts warn that space colonization will be full of risks. Life on another planet won't be like a vacation, it'll be cold, dangerous, and possibly very lonely. Still, the fact that an animated show even touched on such a serious and real concept so many years ago is one more reason why people believe The Simpsons has a way of predicting the future. Number 1. AI taking over jobs. Perhaps one of the most powerful predictions from The Simpsons is the fear of machines taking over human jobs. In several episodes, you can see characters replaced by robots or machines, whether it's at the nuclear plant, at Moe's bar, or even in schools. The jokes may have felt silly, but they pointed to a real concern. Now, in 2025, we are seeing that fear become a reality for many. AI systems are being used to write articles, make art, drive cars, and even act as customer service agents. Robots are being trained to cook food, deliver packages, and build cars in factories. Some stores are experimenting with completely cashier-free systems where you walk in, grab what you want, and leave without talking to anyone. Experts believe that by 2026, millions of jobs could be affected by automation and AI. That doesn't mean all those jobs will disappear, but many will change. Workers will have to learn new skills or move to different fields. Some fear that too many jobs will be lost too fast, while others believe that new opportunities will rise alongside the machines. In one episode, Homer loses his job to a robot, and he has to find a new way to earn money. That same feeling is now showing up in real life as people worry about job security in a world where machines can do so much. Whether you're excited or worried, it's hard to deny that The Simpsons once again pointed toward a future that now feels very real. From flying cars and virtual reality to Mars missions and robot teachers, The Simpsons may just be the most accidentally prophetic show of all time. With the 2026 horizon full of major breakthroughs and changes, fans and skeptics alike are watching to see which of these strange predictions might come true next. Thanks for watching. Keep it and stay tuned. Like and subscribe our channel. Have a good day.